Welcome back. Last year, more than 100 Idahoans reported they were the target of the sweepstakes, lottery, and prize schemes to the Better Business Bureau. Joining us this morning is BBB's Veronica Krager to talk about a new study that takes a closer look at these scams. So, Veronica, good morning. What did you learn from this report?
Well, through this study, we were able to take a closer look at a few things. We found who were the majority types of people to lose money to the scam, how much money was lost, and where these calls were originating from. So again, what we learned was that seniors are actually the heavily targeted for these types of scams, and we're in fact the ones to lose the most money. And then we also learned that wire transfer is the scammer's preferred method of payment. Of course, so they tell their victim you're paying a fee or a tax, and that's how they get them to pay up in order to have their winnings released. Of course, the money never shows up. And then finally, we learned that a majority of these calls are coming out of Jamaica. Those are those cold calls that say you've won $1 million or you won a vacation, and similar calls had come out of Costa Rica as well.
Okay, interesting. Now, were you able to find out how much money victims have actually lost to these scams as well?
Yes, and in fact, if we took a close look to BBB Scam Tracker, we saw that about 2,800 individuals reported the lottery sweepstakes scam to us in 2017, and on average, they lost $500. And in fact, we took a larger look, and in the past 3 years, about 500,000 people reported these frauds to law enforcement agencies in the U.S. and Canada. And in 2017, those losses totaled $117 million. Wow,
so a lot of people obviously are affected by this. What can you do if you think you've won the lottery or a sweepstakes? How do you know if it's actually a legitimate call or not?
Right. So if you do, routinely play those types of games, the lottery, the sweepstakes, you can call the company directly to see if they've named a winner. One of the scams we hear about often are the publishers clearinghouse scams. And if you do think you've gotten a fake call from them or like an imposter scam, you can call their imposter hotline. And that number is right there, 800-392-4190. You can also call the National Association, American Association of State and Provincial Lotteries. It's a big word there. And you can call them, and they can also tell you if you won any of their lotteries or sweepstakes. Okay. Of course, do tell a trusted family member, somebody at your bank, somebody who can help you, especially if you think you're being harassed or targeted by these types of scammers.
And they wouldn't ask you to pay money either if you actually won, right?
Exactly. And now we know we buy a ticket for the lottery, so you can have that connection there and you know the number on there to call. But yes, they're not going to ask you to pay for taxes or fees up front before they have to release anything.
Okay. Good tips this morning, Veronica, as always. Thank you so much. And remember, you can always find more resources to help you avoid being scammed at bbb.org. Thank you.